Good morning, families and friends. Welcome to the Empowerment Exchange. This show where we confront real issues and we deal with real conversation. I'm your host, Clayton Orline, and today I just need you to process this. We're going to dive into deep of our social and economic challenges, which is actually shaping Louisiana. For all you Louisiana residents, you need to share this. From crimes and poverty to inequalities and incarceration. This is what Louisiana is all about. We are going to exploring the forces behind community blacks, community back, and the people fighting to move them forward. So I just need you to understand the title of this is the Louisiana at a crossroad. And when I say to you, and I want you to understand that Louisiana is one of the worst states when it comes down to violence, people living below their poverty level. But let me get into this conversation, and I don't want you to take defense about it. And the fact is that in order to process what I'm saying, you can't have your defense up. Put them down and listen to what the message is saying. The state of contrast. We talk about Louisiana. Louisiana is a place of culture, multiple cultures, a resilient, and they also got history, but also a piece of contradiction when you look at Louisiana. It is the home of jazz, Creole tradition. I just need you to understand. You got your Mardi Gras and some of the richest food and some of the best storytelling in America. We're talking about Louisiana. Yet beyond the beauty, ties at the heart, truth, I'm going to keep it real with you. Louisiana consistently ranked near the bottom in income. Why? These are the questions we need to understand. Why? I don't understand that they rank at the bottom of income. They rank the bottom of education. They rank the bottom when it comes down to health. And near the top in violence and incarceration. This is happening in Louisiana. Louisiana is one of the most racist, well, all these southern states, but Louisiana has its own way of dealing with racism. And I just want y'all to please to understand this episode it's not about shaming the state of Louisiana. It's about understanding it and empowering the peoples who lives here. You need to understand the cause and the effect as to why things go down the way they are. Louisiana has its own set of laws. The Louisiana and all the red state laws is the laws to protect white people and the law to control minority people. That's real talk. They're not going to do anything that's going to benefit black. It's about benefiting and supporting and protecting white people. Now, if we want to get into that, let's talk about the crimes and the violence here in Louisiana. Now, understand that Louisiana has struggled with violent crime. They've been dealing with that for decades. And we're going to get off into it. Cities like Shreveport and Baton Rouge have some of the highest homicide rates in the country. Shreveport, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge has some of the highest rates in the country. Why? These are the questions I'm asking you. But the story is more complex than the headlines suggest. They're only going to put it out there what they want you to hear. Some cities, I'm going to give you an example, like New Orleans, are seeing historical drops in homicide. This is New Orleans, which is New Orleans was supposed to be one of the worst state to live in, one of the worst cities to live in. And so when we talk about community groups are stepping in where institutions where they fall short. Violence is deeply tied to poverty, a lack of opportunities, and a generation of trauma. This is what Louisiana is all about. Peoples are living below their means. Peoples cannot survive. Peoples have to live on whatever they get. Louisiana is victorious towards minority people. They wear their feeling in their face, their communication. They can care less about minority people. Not all, but when you look at the heritage, the generation, how they continue to advertise that we are the white race, that the black people don't exist. They need to understand what Jim Crow law is saying. Louisiana is a typical example of Jim Crow 10.0. So when I say that New Orleans, I mean, a significant drop, man, as far as things going on. But I just want you to please understand one thing. The violence doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like in a vacuum. You know what a vacuum is? It grows where hope is scarce. Did you hear what I just said? We talk about the state of Louisiana. I'm making you aware of what is happening. I'm talking about Louisiana, but we're also talking about the red state. Slavery at its all-time high since the Trump administration got into office. What the Trump administration is putting right in your face. We hate black. We hate Mexican. We hate. This is our country. Black people don't exist. This is the message that's being sent. But let me get off into something, poverty and economic inequality here in Louisiana. As I said earlier, Louisiana has one of the highest poverty rate in the United States. Wow. Many families live paycheck to paycheck, and entire parishes struggle with limited access to jobs, healthcare, and transportation. This is the way the Louisiana way of programming is to put the whites first, protect all white people, control black people. Louisiana have never changed over the years. They just changed title. But racism is so real in the state of Louisiana. And like what I said, you understand the median income, this is set way far below the national average. What does that mean? That means we only have few resources and we only get few opportunities and a few safety net. It's right in your face in Louisiana. But the truth is, poverty is not a personal failure. It's a policy failure. Louisiana policies has not always served its peoples equally. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is right here in your face. Louisiana is one of the worst. They make black people suffer. They build more institution of incarceration in Louisiana. They bring in all these ICE agents to build camp to arrest minorities. You understand what's happening? President Trump and these red states gave them unlimited access to whatever they want to do. Take it or leave it. It doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, as I said, but Louisiana is also home to powerful movement for justice, activists, educators, and community leaders who refuse to accept inequality as the norm. Look around, people. Where's all your money, education going? It's going to the white school. Who control the finances of school? The white people. The legislator allowed them to do whatever they want to the black people. Black people, in their mind, doesn't exist. You are our slave, and don't forget it. That's the mindset of a lot of the white supremacists, the white national group, these hate groups. Their mindset is programmed a certain way. They was taught how to be racist. They was not born with racism. God do not separate people. God so loved the world, he sacrificed his only beloved son for our sin. So where does the white man come in and say, this is our world? Where does the white man feel like he can treat us less than a human being? Only if we allow it. The whites, they do not want minority to work together. But as long as they keep them separated, they can control them. I'm talking about real talk. I mean, their work is reshaping their narrative. Let's talk about something that is imperative, the incarceration and the prison system. I know y'all here tell Angola, but we got a lot of Angolas in Louisiana, where the white men control the prison. The leaders in the prisons is all white racists who got control. Do what you want. You understand how the system of injustice. And I need you to understand, Louisiana has been known as the incarceration capital of the world. Even today, you need to understand this. The state prison population remain one of the highest in America. Why? Because that's the way the system is designed to do what it's doing. The system is designed for the black people to live below poverty. The system is designed to make black people weak. The system is designed for black people to go out and sell drugs. The system is designed for black people to go out and kill each other. The system is designed to keep black people below their mean. The system is designed for the black young men, all these killers, murders drop out. It is designed, and you are too damn ignorant to understand that the system is designed to do what it's doing to our minority race. Bringing marijuana in the neighborhood is designed. Bring all the dollar stores in the poor neighborhood. That's the way it's designed. Bring all the dollar stores in the poor neighborhood. That's the way it's designed. Keep black people from obtaining health care. Make them suffer. That's the way the system is designed. And I just need you to, this isn't because Louisiana are more criminal. No. It's because the system is more punitive. Do you understand the message that I'm trying? You got some of the worst harsh sentencing laws in Louisiana, but it's only going to apply depends on the color of your skin. The white's going to protect the whites in order to control the minority. And we're talking about real talk. Then we have also limited rehabilitation programs. These racist people are robbing the taxpayer money. They build incarceration camps. They rent property out. Who control it? The owners. These black men go to prison, incarcerated for life. Where do they go to? Angola, where they throw away the lock and the key. They start working for the white man, maybe for $1 a day. They work out on the farm to these private farms. They go out and pick. Who's making out? The white man is still again. And you are too ignorant to understand that you continue to drop out. You continue to kill. You continue to rob your mother, your sister, your brother. You continue to kill your own. The system is designed to do what it's doing. And I'm talking about real talk. You know, we got the highest divisionism in Louisiana. The rich is getting rich off the poor. Racial disparities is at its very stage in Louisiana. But I also want you, but change is happening. Reform groups are pushing for a narrative to incarceration. They're trying to work on a better reentry program and a more humane policy. This is the state of Louisiana. Let's take a look for a moment at the human side. Behind every statistic is a person, a family, a community. A teenager trying to escape violence. A mother is working 2 jobs to stay afloat. A man returning home after years in prison, trying to rebuild his life. Louisiana's challenges are real, but so it is resilient. And the path forward, Louisiana future isn't written yet. And the solution aren't mysterious. Invest in education. Expand the mental health service. Reform the justice system. Create an economic pathway. Support community-led initiatives. Empowerment. Listen to what I'm saying. Empowerment is start with understanding and continue with action. I need you to understand the minimum wages in Louisiana. They might be still $7.35. They might be no one up to $8. Everything that you work for is going to be paid out. You already living below. You can't afford health care because the white man want to keep you on his back. He can care less of whether your family live or die because the system produce racism all over the United States. They wear suits. They wear neckties in front of you. They even enjoy being in a meeting with you. But racism is still there. They're hard that I hate certain people. But I want to say this, whether you accept it or not, Black people, please listen to me. You have to get out of the system and to rebuild a system. You got to stop killing each other. You got to become more educated because they are taking all your education away from the minority people. They say, well, we're going to leave it up to the red state to determine how we're going to fund school. The red states say, we don't want Black history in our school. At the state and the federal level, take all the Black peoples out of our school. Take them out of our military. They didn't do anything. This is a white man world. Until we become educated and educate our kids to understand that education is a must. Awareness is a must. Understanding the system is a must. We keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. We are expecting a different outcome. Let me tell you something right now. For those out there uneducated beyond your intelligence, you keep doing the same thing over and over and you expected a different outcome. You crazy as hell. Change the way you do business. Look and do an evaluation of you, inside of you. Racism is a disease. People were not born with racism. They was taught how to hate people by race, religion, sex, and national origin. They was taught that by these old white supremacists, these old white nationalists, these old white hate group, the all white Jim Crow group. They were not born with it. God loved all his people. What about you? Do you only just love your race? Do you only just love your religion? Do you only love your sex, or you only love your national origin? You need to ask yourself, are you going to let man destroy the person that God has sent you out to be? Are you going to live and die by what man have programmed and taught you how to hate your brothers and sisters? And I'm going to say this. Please understand. We don't have to live by this BS that these white supremacists is putting out there. You got to stand up. You cannot be afraid. You need to, instead of you arming yourself to killing all the Black people, you need to arm yourself to protect these Black people from these racist groups. As long as you got these racist ISIS, you got these racist state and national police, is controlled by all police force. They're all white. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We are fighting against those evil and those rulers of this darkness of this world. These hate groups. Your Black church leaders, your community leaders. Now is the time for you to arm yourself and stop killing each other and understand things are going to get worse. Who more important to you to protect? Your family or a white man or a Black man? Who more important to you to protect? Your community or just protect the white man. But if you ask me, you are your own worst enemy because you are doing what the system is designed for you to do: to steal, kill, to rob, to hate your own. Because as long as you have a slavery mentality and what is a generational thing that's been passed down, if you let Jim Crow law control you, you're going to live under fear every day of your life. Me, myself, and I don't fear nobody. I'm willing to sacrifice my life for my community, my relatives, and my forefathers who have died for us. I cannot turn my back on my father who served in World War. I can't do it. I'm not going to be intimidated by law enforcement. I'd rather die and go to hell before I let any, whether you black, white, treat me less than a man. That won't work with me. And I'm going to leave something with you. Down south, the way when they approach the police and them approaches like, hey, bud, what kind of shit is that, hey, bud? Who in the fuck is bud? That's that white way of calling out black people. Bud, bud. They use a form of fear just to intimidate you. The laws are not written to protect black people. Laws and legislation are written to protect white people and to control black people. I want you to pass this message to every veteran organization out there, black, whatever. I'm talking real talk. Understand the system is your foundation. It is what it is. May God bless you and may God keep you. And I'm asking you to do one thing. Put God first in everything you do. And you ask God to fight your battle. He have never lost a battle, never will, because he's the Almighty God. Adios. Until next time. Submit and subscribe. Make comments.